Good morning, everyone. Well, you can join the conversation by joining us at CanadaPoly.com, and it's a private forum, so that means you have to register. Once you register, you'll be greeted with the forum. We're small. We're growing. Come and help us grow. Join the conversation. Help me figure out the top 10 worst moments for Trudeau in 2018, or like since his election. I haven't done one of these top 10 roundups yet, and I'm looking for ideas. So give me a hand. Join in. Link is in the description. Also, while you're at it, sign the petition. The petition is against the Global Compact on Migration, and that's being signed in 2 days. You can sign it at the top, or you can scroll down to the bottom and see how many signatures we've added. Alberta's added 500 since last night. Ontario's added about the same, actually. So you can sign at the bottom here. As well, after looking at all the totals. So I wanted to address the non-binding nature of the UN Compact for Migration. And I found this tweet to address it perfectly. So here it is. And the tweet is, oh wait, no, that's not the tweet. The tweet was, click here for anybody who thinks the non-binding nature of the UN Compact for Migration is just non-binding. It says the deception of non-binding resolutions. And the link is in the description. This is andrewlawton.ca. So thank you, Mr. Lawton, for writing this out. It was printed yesterday. And it says, quote, Canada's Parliament launched a, quote, whole government approach to fighting Islamophobia. Justin Trudeau is imposing a national carbon tax to fulfill obligations under the Paris Climate Change Accord. The United Nations Security Council declared Israel to be in flagrant violation of international law. These situations all share something in common. They came about through non-binding resolutions. That didn't stop them from having real consequences. A more significant one is looming. The United Nations Global Compact for Safe, Orderly, and Regular Migration is set to be signed by representatives of dozens of countries, including Canada, next week in Morocco. That's Monday, December 10th. Like any General Assembly resolution, the pact itself isn't legally binding, though no one should be duped into thinking it carries no weight. Just listen to the way the Compact's champions describe it. The United Nations says it is a, quote, critical step to tackling international migration. In a Maclean's op-ed, Immigration Minister Ahmed Hassan said, quote, member states and partners will thus hold each other more accountable on the promises to deliver results for refugees and their hosts. Not only will Canada be expected to adhere to the agreement, but countries like Greece and Sudan will be the ones enforcing it should they sign on. Trudeau has mocked those who say the document threatens sovereignty. How does it not? When nation states will be responsible for policing each other's immigration policies. Louise Arbour, the UN Special Representative for International Migration, said in an interview it was, quote, puzzling that countries were rejecting the compact. Quote, there is not a single country that is obligated to do anything that it doesn't want to, she said. Perhaps that's why so many countries are refusing to sign, because they already know they don't want what it prescribes. Like most supporters of the Global Compact for Safe, Orderly, and Regular Migration, Arbour and Hassan want us to believe this is somehow critical importance, yet also toothless. The only reason these sorts of initiatives are couched in such equivocal terms is to shroud their Orwellian nature. That's the only way to describe an agreement compelling signatories to govern the tone of media coverage of immigration. And I've reported this before, but he's noting one of the clauses. He says, this is one of the clauses, quote, promote independent, objective, and quality reporting of media outlets, including internet-based information, including by sensitizing and educating media professionals on migration-related issues and terminology, investing in ethical reporting standards in advertising, and stopping all allocation of public funding or material support to media outlets that systemically promote intolerance, xenophobia, racism, and other forms of discrimination towards migrants in full respect of the freedoms of the media. So I love this last line, in full respect of the freedoms of the media. That's like, yeah, you guys keep your rights, but don't you dare cross this line. Keep those rights you want. Don't cross this line. Contravening the rights, right? Like the UN is on one hand saying we respect state sovereignty, but on the other hand saying your sovereignty is worthless and don't criticize Islam or migrants, period. Okay, back to the article. This clause is part of the pact's core objective to shape perceptions of migration. The UN's position, also as of next week Canada's, is that anyone who believes in anything other than open borders and mass unrestricted immigration is wrong and in need of sensitizing and educating. That's perhaps why Trudeau's team is already taking aim at the Compact's critics with the usual litany of accusations of racism, xenophobia, and sowing the conspiracy theories. And we've seen that a bunch. In the House of Commons, they stand on the floor and call conservatives who say, hey, this is a bad idea for Canada's sovereignty. They say, your rebel media conspiracies have no place here. Trudeau said it, Ahmed Hassan said it, and other liberal ministers have said it. I find it so interesting. Instead of interacting with the question, they accuse of conspiracy theory. That is the sign of somebody who's lost the argument or who cannot win the argument on the facts. When they start calling you names, you've won. All you have to do is laugh at them because they've lost. And unfortunately, they're still in control of the government. I'm not sure why we're not arresting Trudeau and Hassan on treason charges at this point in time. I am being 100% serious. I cannot see how they are representing the Canadian public. And we're going to look at what France is doing about their problem. But I'm really surprised that our government is and the opposition and the NDP aren't doing more to mobilize the public, to push for people to be crossing the floor from the Liberals to the Conservatives or to the NDP to force a no confidence vote. Like, this is a really, really, really big deal. And the fact that there is silence and nothing but support from the media is appalling, is absolutely appalling. And the NDP's position with Jagmeet Singh saying this is about immigration, he didn't even read the Global Compact. I called my Liberal MP a few weeks ago and said, "Have you read this? This is really concerning." And he said, "No, I haven't read it. Send me over what you've got." This is a couple of weeks ago, and if the sitting governing Liberals, no, I haven't read it. And I appreciate the fact that he's busy, but this is a big, big deal. It's insane. So back to Mr. Lawton's piece. The compact doesn't distinguish between legal and illegal immigrants, and I think we even need to go further. The compact doesn't distinguish between immigrants and illegal migrants, because immigrants shouldn't even be conflated with the illegal migrants and the people crossing. They're two different things, and they shouldn't be mixed at all, period. Okay, so it's conceivable that the columnists like myself who challenge legal immigrants or asylum seekers who cross the border illegally will be running afoul of Canada's commitment to sensitize and re-educate the press. I don't know how Canada plans to enforce that specific provision, but like the Trudeau government wouldn't be, the Trudeau government wouldn't be signing on to the agreement if it didn't support it. Even if the UN can't demand compliance, Trudeau clearly supports making it Canadian law. And we'll leave it there. There's more to this story on this page, and there's links as well to the actual compact on migration, full text. I have links on CanadaPoly.com as well. They're strewn all about the latest posts, etc. But it's very interesting what's going on. The government is trying desperately to say, nothing to see here, guys, keep moving on. Don't worry about this. We're just going to sign it and nothing's going to happen. If nothing's going to happen, why sign it? If everybody's upset about it, don't sign it. Simple, right? Oh, because they want to sign it because it will change things. Yeah. So Paris is burning. Paris is burning. These tax protests have not calmed down, despite the fact that Macron 3 days ago now has said, no, we're not going to go forward with those tax increases in January. And yet here we are seeing Paris burning. And this is a live feed. There's hours of video and lots and lots of people. They are upset. The yellow vests are abundant, and it looks like a war zone. It really does. This is how you get change. Unfortunately, this is a window into our future if we decide to fight. Another window into our future if we decide to roll over is have a look at London, UK, where Sadiq Khan is having another term as mayor. Very, very popular with this Muslim voting bloc. Very interesting what's going on in Paris. Very interesting what's going on in Europe. Are we willing to cede our sovereignty just because the government is telling us nothing to see here? The French aren't. And the French have had enough and are standing up. Oh, I think that's the police and the yellow vests on this side. So lots going on. Paris is not calmed down. Paris is heating up, and things are spreading to Amsterdam, Belgium, and neighboring communities. So, wow, it's pretty crazy. Here's an interesting provincial story. The president of Nova Scotia Liberal Party appears to have stolen a few $1 million from middle-class Canadians. Hey, Justin Trudeau, Liberal Party, and GM Butts, you'd better get a bailout organized ASAP. And it says, Nova Scotia law firm forced to close after lawyer admits misappropriating money. And yeah, those corrupt Liberals just continue to be corrupt. I saw this meme, and I double-checked 6 of them, and they're all in the government. And so I'm not sure that all of these people are sitting members of the Liberal caucus, but a lot of them are. There's Urqa Khalid. There's Omar. And where's Ahmed Hassan? He's on here too. We should have a maybe Canadian foreign-born government official trading card game. There's Harjit Saijan. Yeah. Where's Ahmed Hassan? You're on here somewhere. I saw you. There he is, Ahmed Hassan. So, I don't know. That's a visual representation of the people that represent Canada. Is that fair? This person was born in the Punjab. This person was born in Somalia. This person was born in Beijing. This person was born in India. This person was born in Grenada. This person was born in Syria. This person was born in Uganda, Malaysia, Punjab, Haiti, Switzerland, Lebanon, Portugal, India, Punjab, Germany, Lebanon. I mean, really? These are the people who are representing us? Maybe we should be, in light of what's going on, maybe we should be changing some rules about who can be in government. Maybe we should be looking to the United States to have some governing rules about that. Finally, I kept asking where Maxime Bernier is going to be. I keep getting people tweeting at me that he's going to be in Toronto, but I think this is more legit. Ottawa, I could be wrong. This is from December 3rd, so I don't know. But Anti-UN Global Compact rally planned for Saturday, December 8th at 11 a.m. on Parliament Hill. Maxime Bernier and Tom Quiggin are confirmed guest speakers. We are partnering with Canadian Coalition for Responsible Government, Canadian Coalition of Concerned Citizens, and ACT for Canada. And I haven't dug into into any of those, so this is as unconfirmed as it can be. Please, I will try and provide links in the bottom. If you're in the Ottawa area, it might be worth it driving in after you check the links. But this stuff is a very fast-moving story. Things are changing kind of daily. These signatures, I don't know if they make a difference, but it's worth getting your name on them. It takes a minute. You have to click the link in the email after you sign the petition, in order for your signature to count. And come and join the conversation if you'd like. I'd love to have you. So thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful Saturday, everybody. And if you can make it out to a local protest, make it out. And if you can't, wear a yellow vest out and around today and let people know what's going on. And well, I'll see you later on today or maybe tomorrow. Have a good one.